Good, we're live. Very exciting.
Thanks so much.
So the webcam on the presentation is okay. Brian. Oh, okay. Are you at all these meetings? Sorry. Appreciate it. She's crazy. No, not too much. John gave me a wrong charger for this. Nah. This is not a yoga charger. This is an old model.
Oh, yeah, yes, I did. They gave me one at the doctor's office. Well, they told me one at the doctor's office. I don't like the way that it. And I don't know what right.
That's the. It's been getting better.
Well, they're going to say.
Nice to meet you. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Hey, how are you? It's good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
You guys ready? Good evening, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get started. It's 5:30. This is our agenda for the evening. We're going to do welcome and introductions of our administrative staff. We're going to have a brief presentation, and then behind you, we'll have a gallery walk for elementary and secondary options based on our topic today. So tonight's topic is interpersonal relationships and social skills. My name is Lee Alexander. I'm one of the special education coordinators. We have the SEAC chair, Ms. Bethia, with us tonight. We have Dr. Caggiano in the back with us tonight as well. And we have several special education coordinators who typically introduce themselves and identify the schools that they serve.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Tamika Moran Sales. I'm Special Education Coordinator for Aberdeen, Armstrong, Bassett, Lindsay Middle, and Phoebus High School.
Well, good evening. My name is Chanel McKelton Braxton, and I service Phoenix School, Burbank Elementary, and all of the out-of-division places.
Good evening. I'm Kathy Edler. My schools are Andrews, Cooper, Pratt, Forest, Tyler, and Davis.
Heidi Black.
Hi, my name is Heidi Black. I work with QTM High School as well as Asbury, Booker, Langley, and SPED Elementary Schools. I will let you know there are a couple of coordinators who have not yet joined us. Marie Giles works with 504 programs and all of our related service providers. And Debbie Butler is currently doing a training for some of our special education teachers. She works with Phoebus, Jones, Eaton, and Philip.
Hi, I'm April Fry, and I support Ryan, Carrie, New Horizons, Head Start, and Stratton.
We also have Ms. Lemon, who is one of our special education instructional coaches. She will co-facilitate tonight with me. And we have Mr. Tooley, who is also one of our special education coaches. Before we begin, we'd like to just have a moment of silence for Mr. Linwood Harper, one of our school board members who recently passed. If you don't mind. Thank you. So we're going to play a little video for you.
I don't want to pay bills.
All right, let's pause that and try to make it louder.
Oh, sorry. All right, so talk about that. So we're all invested in preparing our students for academic growth and proficiency as well as social skills. And in the previous video that we saw, oftentimes adults are not allowed to act like this, but oftentimes we have instances where our students throw fits like this. So what we hope tonight is to give you some suggestions that will help you prepare your students before you have events like this or help them cope through them.
Social skills deficits impact our students' ability to do several things. Building and maintaining friendships, seeking and accepting help from others, following directions, resolving conflicts, working collaboratively in groups, engaging in reciprocal play, responding appropriately to others, understanding and interpreting social exchanges from others, and maintaining strong self-esteem. And these are just some of the things that social skills deficits impact for our students. Trying to make it. Okay. I don't want it to be up there. Okay, there we go. All right. So why? Why must we teach social skills? Social skills aren't innate and they're not automatic. So we have to teach them. We can't assume that our students already know how to do these things, right? So we have to provide them with the instructions on how to do so. So let's meet Amy.
Amy is a third grader. She goes to Rupert Elementary School. And Amy and her mom went out for ice cream one afternoon. Amy's family is having some difficulties at this time, so Amy's family found her a counselor to share her concerns with. So while they were at the ice cream parlor in line waiting to get ice cream, Amy saw her counselor, Miss Adams. She was so excited to see Miss Adams, she ran over to her, screaming out, "Miss Adams, Miss Adams." She ran up to Miss Adams, who happened to be seated with some of her colleagues and friends. She says, "Miss Adams, do all of these people have problems too?" And began to share her family's concerns with Miss Adams. Her mom, in a fit of panic, snatched Amy up and ran out of the store. Amy cried because she never had the chance to get the ice cream. Amy didn't understand that we have very specific hidden social rules, social scripts that we follow. And what the hidden rules refer to are the unspoken, untaught rules of social interaction and engagement. They relate to the verbal and the nonverbal subtle cues, or the interpretation of social situations, or the language that's used, which is often different from situation to situation. Amy didn't understand that it's not typically common for you to share personal events in a public setting.
So tonight we are going to give you all a handout that does give you some hidden rules for you to review with your student. And it's very explicit on what the hidden rules are. Okay, so these are the essential questions when we teach social skills, right? So we know that we have to teach our students social skills. We know that there are things that they might not already know, the hidden rules, right, that we might interpret, but they are not understanding. So we have to then teach it. So how can we explicitly teach the social skills? What can we do? We can practice, we can model for our students. Then we can generalize that into different environments, because we know if we practice just one-on-one with our student, but they don't generalize it, they're not going to be able to use that they've learned with us. So we have teaching social skills. What do we need to do? We're going to set priorities. We can use social stories to help to lay the foundation for what it is that they need to learn. We can use literature. We can use videos. Videos are great for students to see what it is that they're supposed to do in situations that they might not understand. We can role play with our student, role play out in the community. We can practice in real life. We can go out into the community and say, okay, this is where we might use this strategy that we've learned. This is where we might use this social skill. We can play games, and we can plan intentional opportunities for our students to practice those skills that they've learned. We have also put back there, when you guys do your gallery walk, you'll see some examples of social stories that we feel that might be helpful for students to use. So what kind of questions can we have, and why should we ask questions of our teachers? So teachers, we know, spend the majority of the child's day with them, right? They spend the majority of the time with the child. So what do we need to know from them? We can ask the child, do they interact with other children? Do they have close friends in class? Do they choose to play with others, or do they tend to stay by themselves? Do they tend to gravitate more towards adults? Do they have trouble handling conflict with themselves or conflict with others? Are the social deficits, how are they impacting the student at school? And then what might we need to focus on? So we can get a snapshot of how the student is acting at school, what is their behavior like, and then what can we focus on when we have them at home?
So Hampton City Schools supports the development of social skills, not only in the classroom, but we also have a parent resource center that's located in Hampton High School. And in that resource center, we have a variety of materials that are available for checkout for families on an honor system. We have several books that support the development of social skills, and we have some videos in that library as well. And you are welcome to check out any of those materials that you would like to for a few days. We also offer hands-on training for families. And this year we've had several. You can see the dates over here. One of them was about social skills development. Another was about reinforcement systems and schedules for the home and community activities. And the last one that we have planned is for May 10th. It's located at Tarrant, and it's for planning for summer. So if you're going on summer vacation, if your students go to summer camp, if they always go to Aunt Jimmy's house, if you come out, there will be someone there who can help you create some materials that would be appropriate for your students to use to prepare for that trip, perhaps to complete with after the trip. We also have some samples back there of other opportunities, handouts that we have for you. And there will be an upcoming list for next school year. We present several of these throughout the year. They are from 9 to 11 at Tarrant. And if you happen to see one of the handouts or one of the materials that we have on display tonight, someone there can help you with that as well. So we have another little video for you about the importance of self-regulation in teaching social skills.
I get really mad when my brother hits me a lot. I don't like it when you say you don't want to play with me. When I'm mad, my brain can get a headache and it can start hurting. Your blood keeps pumping because you're like really mad. And you start to get sweaty because you're getting really, really mad. And then when you start getting really mad, you turn red. When your body can't really control yourself, mad just takes over your body. I just get out of control. It's kind of like if you had a jar and then the jar would be your brain and then you put glitter in the jar and that would be how you would think. If you shook up the jar and the glitter went everywhere, that would be how your mind works. And it's like spinning around and then you don't have any time to think. And you sometimes punch stuff and people when you don't really mean it. When I get angry, I feel it in my heart. I really don't like when I get angry. The amygdala really reacts, but the prefrontal cortex tries to keep it down. When I feel like I want to, get really angry and yell, I just sometimes, take deep breaths. First you find a place where you can be alone, then you find some way to relax and calm down. When I need to calm down, I take deep breaths. I breathe in through my nose. Sometimes I close my eyes or just take deep breaths. It's like it's calming down. It's like not like moving. It's like slowing down and then it stops. And the heart pumps slow and then it goes into your brain. It's like all the sparkles are at the bottom of your brain. My brain like slows down and then like I feel more calm and then I'm like ready to speak to that person.
Okay, so what you saw in the video was why it's so important for us to teach self-regulation and for our students to gain independence. And that's what we're trying to do with the activities that we have back here tonight. So,
So our most important takeaway from tonight is that not only do our students need direct instruction in core academics, math, language arts, that type of thing, but they also need direct and explicit teaching to develop appropriate social skills. So we want to thank you for coming out. It's time for our gallery walk. So at the end of each table, there are blue cards. And if you happen to see something there that you're interested in having a template for, please fill out your top 3 choices. On one side, on the back side, please fill your demographic information, your name, your address, contact number, and we will make sure that you get all of those materials that you requested. There are also some handouts for you. The yellow one is about cybersecurity for children. It also has some rules for at-home use, and there's a contract on the back for you to modify to share with your child in terms of internet safety. And we also have an emergency picture cue card that you can use to keep in your car, in your home, to help your, especially your nonverbal students, if there's an emergency, they can identify if they have an EpiPen, if they take an inhaler, any number of things. So you can use some of those to support your family while you're out traveling. And you already saw the hidden curriculum. There are handouts for those as well. And they're on the standard colored paper for you. And they're double-sided. Some of them are more specifically geared towards elementary students, and some are more specifically geared towards secondary students. In the back, we have the room separated into a secondary section and the elementary section. So feel free to peruse and you'll take anything that you're interested in.
Can I ask you a question? Is there, you mentioned direct and explicit instruction in school. Is there a curriculum that Hampton City Schools provides to teachers to directly and explicitly teach social skills? Or is it catch as catch can and teachers have to kind of figure it out as they go along?
Hampton City Schools has not adopted a specific social skills curriculum. However, we do have the stop and think curriculum that's highlighted there that our students that are functional and academic self-contained classes have access to, but they can check out from our special education department at SPED that they're able to use and access at any time.
But only if they're self-contained.
No, not only if they're self-contained.
If I can add on to that, all of the academic self-contained teachers have been trained in that program. All of our special education teachers at the elementary level have received training in the stop-and-think program, and there are materials in each of our schools so that they can use them if students have specific IEP goals or specific social skills deficits. So they do all have access to those.
So what about, I have a middle school or
middle school? All of our academic self-contained classes, she's in an inclusion classroom. We have encouraged teachers to share that material because it is in their building. We do have some extra, so teachers can reach out. We have had some middle school teachers reach out to get that curriculum to use as a resource. So thank you. So we do have it available. So.
And it is geared for elementary and middle school, free.
Yes, something else I've started to do this year at the elementary level, I work with curriculum instruction and assessment, is certain social and emotional skills. What we've done is start to embed those into the curriculum. So, for example, part of our language arts model at the elementary level has a read aloud, where teachers read aloud to students. And what we've done is we strategically place certain stories to emphasize some of what you saw here, so that it's one way of kind of ensuring that all students in elementary are receiving something. We had some conversations earlier today in reference to where this is headed as a division. You know, we've modeled at the high school level now a lot of what we're doing with our transformation move to wall-to-wall career academies called the Nashville Public Schools. And they also have been quite a big K-12 social emotional learning. So I would say, stay tuned, but it's certainly something on our radar.
Yes.
So, sorry. So this is excellent for selling standards, because even post-secondary institutions are looking at this and applying programs to try to incorporate social skills, right? They're not just practical stuff. So my question is, easy to well to plug students set and teach them, but how do you ensure that a student is generally so they learn how to enter a conversation with a teacher? What mechanisms are in place to help the teacher or the speech language pathology directors respond to that goal to really ensure that the student is in fact generalizing their skills within the general conversation?
Generalization occurs across the setting, so there will be strategies they implement in different settings. So if you're talking to elementary school students, then if they need a speech pathologist facilitating that, they may practice something very specific, the scripts in a therapy session, and then maybe during another session they might move that into a library with their other students, or they may even enlarge the group that the students with, so that it's not a one-on-one, so that the student can incrementally be exposed and have an opportunity to practice those skills in a larger setting in increments, so that it's not overwhelming, so that they can provide immediate and corrective feedback if they need to. And then, of course, there are things that families can do as well to support generalization in the home and in the community environment. So the first and primary method of doing that is to be interactive with your service providers, your teachers, your special education teachers, and your inclusion.
But part of that would be addressed through the IEP goals and objectives. We would expect to see some of those graduated steps, possibly doing it in a smaller group setting, practicing it, some of those strategies, and then increasing that to larger settings. And that would be considered the IEP.
Less prompting,
Less
cueing.
So,
Okay, I'm trying to narrow this down. So SEAC is basically for what? Younger children?
Yeah, SEAC supports the special education advisory committee. They support all students with special education needs in their family.
Right, throughout the division.
Throughout our division.
Okay, how is your selection period done for teachers who are treating disability students?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
How's your selection done? As far as teachers teaching disability students? Well, yes, that, and, okay, a teacher's already in place, okay, a job is 504. The teacher doesn't change. They still have the same teacher, the same general teacher that he or she had when they first came on board, when they first entered that grade. They just changed the plan, accommodate the student, which I don't think that the student is getting his or hers fair or a fair measure of what he or she should have, because they're how do we put this? The accommodations that they make may be for 20 minutes, an extra period or two for the homework turned in, an extra 15 minutes of test period. I don't understand how a teacher who's been in a classroom setting for 20 years who's been teaching, rather just, I was told that the teachers during their college education, they are trained So I'm trying to find out if a teacher's been here for 20 years, if they have intermediate training, they have training, right, every so often to handle the disability students in there, given the 504.
So I think there are a couple of things that we need to clarify. It sounds like you have a very personal situation that you're trying to get something for. So if you would let us know which school your student's at, one of the coordinators that's at that school, or one of the coordinators who will be able to give you some more appropriate information. Are you ready to start gathering off?
I have a question as far as the transition from elementary school to middle school. Y'all have a program where y'all look like right now I'm in the substitute classroom. We have no which school is going to right now. I'm not put. You have a program where you actually coordinate and get to the middle school, where you actually take them to school so they can get to another school. Because when the schools that I got as an option was Bastrop, and I can't remember that one, that's the issue. But when I went there, first of all, it was too much for them, we had to leave. And then when I got there, I found out they don't even have stuff in the classroom. So I didn't understand why that was one of my options when we go there to begin with, and then we have them. So like I said, right now, I don't even know what school this is.
So I can't speak directly to that in a public forum, but we can address that after we start the gathering.
But one of the things is, a last committee visit the schools, or that's just the coordinators who visit the schools?
I'm sorry, the CF committee?
Yeah. How often are they involved in the school?
Oh, we're involved. We are, quite often. You can ask the SPED coordinators how often they see us out and about in the community and in schools. Is there anything in particular that you want to know about CIAC perspective, CIAC's involvement?
Yeah, I like to get involved.
Okay, exactly.
Okay.
We're always looking for new membership for CF. Yes.
I just wanted to give a general response and then we will talk to you more directly. If you do have a student who's in 5th grade, getting ready to transition up to middle school, or 8th grade, getting ready to transition up to 9th grade, would encourage you to reach out to the special education teacher because they can set up a meeting. It can be a conference or an IEP meeting if you need to review the IEP. And they can actually invite someone from the middle school to participate in that meeting or make contact so that you can help or start to put the plan in place for transition. And there's certainly things that can be done. It can be set up where the student can visit that school during the summertime and make some connections there to help make that a scary transition. So things that can be done to help make it smooth.
Any other questions?
Okay, for summer school. Okay, for an IEP child, we're thinking for summer school, there really isn't anything out there for them. Because, sorry, my okay, like my child and everything, I actually had a summer school day, go on child school, summer school, all throughout this whole year. Throughout the years, I should actually say, which I should have been having a lot. But anyways, that's partly my fault. But anyways, throughout the years and everything, there isn't really anything out there for summer school for them. Like, yes, I do believe that the child and everything should always be in some kind of schooling and everything for like summer school. But then when my child is in summer school and everything, I'd always get these little papers there and say, oh, she needs help on this, she needs help on that, I know this. But unlike she's an IEP student, of course she needs help on this because this is what she struggles with, and that's why she's there to get extra help if they don't. You see what I'm saying? You guys, the community itself does not have anything for an IEP student for them. And that is, I mean, it is one of the things that I have struggled through because I do have a child that did graduate honors. That anyways, but then now I have another child that's going through the same phase and everything, and it's almost the same thing. The struggle is real.
There are criteria for summer school, and I think maybe so what school?
Well, she's gonna go Jones now. Yeah, but
So-
still, I always.
What Ms. Black will talk to you specifically about it. Yes, ma'am.
On all of your guidelines, the teachers are being trained to recognize children who don't play with other children, and sort of isolate themselves, and interact well. Teachers are trained to recognize that, what are they supposed to do once they find it?
Well, that varies. That varies a lot. So we would need more information to give you a very specific answer. But generally, teachers implement some strategies to encourage their students, especially if they're talking about a general ed situation, to kind of get students to network. They may put students in certain groups, so they know their students, so they know who they can match up and who they can't. And then there are avenues and resources in the school should the teacher decide that she needs more assistance. She may ask for a sit-team meeting, she may see a guidance counselor. If the student has medication, they suggest to get lots of teacher and I meetings needed, especially if there's some impact in that student accessing.
Because for IEP and everything, we take child out and everything for a certain amount of time, right? Like 15 minutes here or is it 20? But anyways, for all of that and everything, like my child has a hard time, has had a hard time, where she's taken out, and then all of a sudden she comes back and she's lost. It's almost like she has to catch up. It's almost harder for the child to get taken down and get back thrown in, and then all of a sudden it's like, Mom, I don't have homework today. Yes, you do. I see it, because I keep track. But that's besides the point. But for her, she's in 5th grade. She's going to be moving on, and she still, well, actually, in middle school now it's a lot better because I know middle school is going to be a little bit easier. But for elementary and everything, though, it is where it's harder for the child, like, okay, you're throwing her here, and then, oh, you're gonna go here, and then for her to catch up and everything, it's a lot. It's a lot.
I would suggest that you talk to your guidance counselor about that. And Black will be able to teach you about it. Those are some areas that
Yes, and also for the CAC advisory committee, special education advisory committee, you all, do the committee have suggestion sheet where maybe parents can suggest some of these?
Not suggestion sheets, but you always welcome to shoot us an email. Or,
Well, see, that's the problem I have.
and
Is
what
to shoot the email things in the emphasis schools, is the dojos. How are we gonna have access to emails? A lot of people, a lot of children
well,
are being raised by
a phone
grandparents.
call will always work too.
Well, this is the thing. I don't know how well some people's memory is, but I know I have to jot things down for, to remember. But I'm saying if I have a committee, and if I have a suggestion, I want to take those suggestions in front of the committee. And say, well, this is the feedback I'm getting from parents. Right? Because I truly do believe that the teacher should have a lesson plan, or that a 5.4 or IEP should be somewhere included in their lesson plan, not just a child's own one teacher. Okay, because I have experience, I can talk to everybody, I only talk to my child, we know about my child, but I have bad experience with a teacher who had my grandson last year, okay, who gave them an F at the end of the year. He went from a failing to twice teacher quit at his school. They gave him a long-term stuff from last 9 weeks, and she gave him an F. So I don't think that teacher had the ability, I don't think some teachers really qualified. To handle our children as adults. Oh, yes, all the time, yes. I was just in the meeting yesterday.
One of the other supports that we have available to us this year is our special education instructional coaches. And we do have an instructional coach who works with students with, not so much with students with 504 plans, but often with teachers to help support that and to provide some instructional strategies and additional.
So are your coaches that a new thing this year?
I'm sorry.
The coaches, is that a new thing this year?
This is the 3rd year that we've had coaches, and there may be some changes to that. We're working on those things now, but there will continue to be some of those.
Because I understand how you have an assessment, a child with 96 on assessment, and writing and grammar, and the teacher constantly with a 504 student, constantly child 69.
So Ms. Preston, I will be able to assist you.
Yes.
Just for those of us that.
And if you come to the CIP, they do have survey cards where you can actually notate suggestions that you might have. Okay. It's what's on the back. So if you want to add some additional information there, CIP please as well. Okay, consider that. Are there any other questions? Can we start gallery walk now?
So Brian and I, so he's one of our other special education coaches, we're gonna come and be in the back, so if you have other questions about some of the things that you see back there, that we'll be able to answer your questions.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I smell brownies.
Oh, I'm still, we can still get it.
You still
She said
recording?
to try to see if we could get some of the gallery walk. Do you see it? Sorry, I'm coming back through. Thank you, sweetheart. It's like a mobile camera.
I said, I don't want to hear a word, so I don't have your
So this is the gallery walk here?
This is the gallery walk, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
As a part of our gallery walk, we have several different resources that we have organized. This portion of the room relates to secondary education, and so we've got some specific skills that we've set up and structured here for people to be able to look at, and then do an activity that would relate to that, so that it can help the students to be able to access some things that might not be easy for them or might not be as obvious. So this is all secondary stuff. There's expected and unexpected behaviors. We've got things here like staying on top, because that's important. If you have a change in schedule, because schedule changes can be very difficult for even adults and students without disabilities, but especially for those with disabilities. Apologizing, we know that's hard for everybody sometimes. Giving compliments, accidents when those things happen. So it's just some different strategies to try to help our special ed students learn how to access and deal with those types of situations. There's some really good resources over at secondary and even at the elementary level, where Miss Lemon is working right now.
Okay, thank you so much. Elementary. Social studies. Okay, so this is your gallery walk for elementary.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a couple of things. So this one is stranger danger. So this is more of like a social story that we can do, which talks about strangers. And then here, this would be an activity that could be done with the students, and the parent can do it. They can do it together. So good choice and bad choice. We have two different levels for that. So this is for the choices written out. So here, read this to them, where the student can read it, and then place it appropriately. And then we also have pictures. So pictures of a good choice or pictures of a bad choice, and then the student would then put that in the appropriate place. This one I thought was really cool. So this one is when you go out to eat. These are the different choices that a student might have to eat out. And then, so say they want to go to Dairy Queen, and then there's a menu there that the student could then point out what they want to eat. And then while they're there at the restaurant, they need to use the restroom. There's a picture of that. They need to wash their hands there. So it's just a neat little thing to kind of take with them to give them the option of being able to communicate without a parent having to do it.
And you all created those?
Yes. Yes. Well, we put them all together, but they were created by other people. You got a lot of these on the internet, but they're not copyrighted, and we're able to then pass those on to
All right. I like that. And you got stranger danger over there.
Stranger danger. These are some of our stay safe activities. This is really cool. So things that might happen in the house and what you would do. So kind of an interactive little thing. You have one for staying safe in the community. Staying safe at school. And then how do you stay safe in a vehicle? It's super important. So it's important to stay safe in the vehicle. You need to wear your seatbelt, things like that. These would be an interactive social story.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you for my tour of the gallery wall.
With
sure you don't worry him and you are.
Yes. Secondary.
So, what's the expect, right? What's the So, you gotta be sure activity here. And if somebody goes to our work, raise your hand. Raise your hand to talk isn't expected behavior in class. So you need to know. So you gotta give them some of that information you can hold. So this is some great things that you'll have access to. This is some of the Yes. So students with disabilities, we like things. We like things that engage us. That's one of the reasons that we do PowerPoint. We like those other things because the presentation engages our eyes. It's helpful for people. This is